Greetings, even though we don't have a lot of people on here just yet. Greetings. Greetings, family. Greetings. Who they? Who they? So a lot has happened today. I woke up this rising and when I went to bed, I knew I could not go another day like that. If you have never had a toothache, bitch, that shit could be worse than labor. Do you hear me? So when I woke up this rising, I was like, oh, I can't do this. And so I Googled to see if there were any emergency dental places. And I made me an appointment for today at 10:45. I was at the dentist from 10:30 to almost 4 o'clock. They said it's because it's an emergency place. But for me, it felt like I was just not treated the way I should have been. This is the whole. I've been trying to lay down and watch stuff. I've been chatting with some of my friends and stuff, but I had to get it taken out. But I feel like I was like, first of all, my appointment was at 10:45, and they say, well, there are no real appointments; there are placeholders. And so, greetings, everybody, gratitude. And so there are placeholders, but not, appointments for real. So I didn't even get called back until like 12:15. The doctor, the dentist, did not come and even began the examination because they do the X-rays and things before. So he didn't even come in to do the examination to probably like 1 o'clock. From approximately 1:10 or 1:15 till 3:15, they were numbing my face over and over again. They numbed me for 3 fucking hours, bro. From approximately like 1:10 to like 3:15, he would come in and he originally was numbing it. First of all, he didn't come in and speak. He came in and it's like, which tooth is it? What's the problem here? Like, damn, you don't have no bedside manners. But when I heard him over there with the genome, he was cackling. It was, a good buddy conversation, but whatever. That's whatever. So as he's numbing it, like the shit, it fucking, numb hurts. It's already numb. It hurts. But he went to the top, and I've had my mouth numb before several times. He went to the top, and whatever he did, it shocked me. It was a shocking, like somebody put my face into an electrical socket. Whatever he did, my whole face went into shock. It was like an electrical circuit went off in my face. And I was just like, he was like, yeah, it sent a shock through your face, didn't it? Yeah, all the way from here to your lip to your tongue, right? The fuck? Like, yeah, it did, motherfucker. Like, at some point, I wanted to fight. You know what I mean? Now, he keeps coming and he's numbing it, but then he goes in to do the work. And I originally thought it was the back tooth where I have the fill in it. It wasn't, it was the tooth before it, the second to the back. Now he kept testing it to see which tooth it was, right? And that shit, when they put that cold shit on that tooth, like you can jump like your whole, like you come out of your pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Like I could have shit out of my pussy, is what I'm saying to you. The way when he put that cold shit to test which tooth it is, you know, he kept doing it like, I just got to make sure. Okay. So he do that. And I'm like, okay, so now he's numbing it. But the problem came in because he would numb it, then he would go and take a client. Now he's gone for a very long time. So now he comes back. He's trying to do it. No, it still hurts. Okay, let me numb you some more. Now he starts to call in the dental assistant, and she's bringing different vials. Like, go get the red, 2 red, go get a gold one, and a blue. Like different numbing agents, and he's doing it. He's digging it, and the shit is disgusting and it's hurting. And he's like, "Yeah, it tastes great, doesn't it?" And I'm like, he's taunting me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? And he's doing this for a very long time. It's like now, like I said, I'm getting angry because I'm now starting to feel the pain again in my jaw. That means you have done this so long that the first numbing agent is now wearing off. And I'm feeling the fucking pain again. So I am so baffled and confused. So, excuse me, one of the assistants said, "Does this always happen?" Absolutely the fuck not. So I'm just trying to understand what the fuck is going on. I said, I can't, because I've already paid for it. I've already paid for it. I don't have insurance. I paid $79 for the original, consultation with the x-ray. Then it was $399, not $3.99, $399 for them to pull this fucking tooth. Okay? So I'm like, this got to come out. Pull it now. It has to come out. I'm feeling the pain. Like, I was in there crying, like, listen, get this out of my fucking face. So I just put the class up. I know you're like, what are you talking about? I just put up the Spirit Dome class. There is something, a technique that came to me that I use today. And it's going to be in this class. So make sure you go get that. But this technique, spirit and soul had to start talking to me because I was about to go out of myself. Like I told him, I said, I'm depressed at this point. I'm depressed because my mouth is hurting. And like, I'm not understanding why every time you numb it, you come back in here to do it. I'm feeling this shit. Like it's sharp pain every time he get ready to, like, why is it not numbing? What the fuck is going on? So the soul and spirit is talking to me the entire time now. And so now they tell me to do this technique. And I so understand it. It's not even a technique, it's a reality. It is a secret. And I did it, and I bullshit you not, at approximately 3:25. I stopped feeling the sharpness. And they were able to go in there. He said, "Oh, that's what it is. That's why you keep feeling it. Your tooth is cracked down the middle. And I bet it's cracked all the way through. That's what it is." What? He is pulling so fucking hard. It feels like he's going to break my jaw. Now, I know because I've had my tooth done before, and I know it can feel like that. This was different. They give you this little thing, which I've never had happen before, but he's like, you have to bite on it. So it don't close your mouth, but bite down because it's going to keep your jaw supposedly steady while he's pulling this. He's going this way really hard. Does it feel sharp? No. Do you feel it over here? Do you feel it? Like he's like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, now I don't know if he's sawing something or he's drilling, because I don't know why he would ever be drilling anything. Because at first he wanted me to have a root canal. I said, I'm not doing a root canal. Pull it out. So he's pulling. And this, when I tell you, he was pulling so hard that when he pulled the tooth out, I didn't originally know it was out. The thing that he was using, he pulled so hard, he hit the top of my mouth, the tooth here with the metal fucking thing. My mouth was like, because that's how bad it hurt. He did not give a fuck. He did not give a fuck. He didn't say, oh, are you okay? I'm sorry. Nothing. That motherfucker slammed that thing into my tooth at the top. At this point, I really felt like I could just go crazy. Like I was going to lose my motherfucking mind in this dental office. My mouth hurt. And I'm just like, this is insanity. It was completely insane. I have not experienced, you know what I mean? Like usually the dentist, and I was very pleasant. You know what I mean? I still stayed my same self. I was very gracious and gratitude. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let you take me to wherever your genome placement is. Okay. So after, I guess he had got the tooth out, I didn't know the tooth was out because he was in there like scraping something in my gum. And I'm thinking he's still trying to get the tooth out. And she was like, yeah, it came out. Great. I'm like, it's out. That motherfucker put the gauze in there and was like, you're done. They start taking the shit off and exited out. Like, yeah, great. You did well. Gratitude. Just thank you for your patience with us. And left the fuck out. Yeah, like he's like, help her up. Yeah, let's get her out of here. Like, what? I could not. The shit was crazy. But I'm glad it's out. Although it still hurts, it's not the pain that it could have been. You know what I mean? So I just been here laid down because I couldn't even get home because I had let a couple of my friends use my car. It's their baby's birthday, and I wanted to make sure their baby could enjoy themselves because it's both of their baby's birthday. And so they took the babies to Sky Zone, and they literally had just got there when it was time for me to go because I gave the car last night. And I'm like, I wasn't going nowhere today. So I didn't give a fuck. But when I woke up, I'm like, oh, bitch, I got to go to the dentist. So I called an Uber, which was cool because she's like, oh my God, you're going to need some help. Take her down. Call me when you leave the dentist. I promise I'll come pick you up. No questions asked. I'll come get you. Here's my number. So she gave me the number. She gives me the number. I'm like, okay. So I book the Uber to leave. As you know how you wait and you're looking at the little car? I'm like, why? Now I put in the pickup, which is where I'm leaving from the dentist, going to my house. Whatever the glitch was happening with Uber today, sent the Uber to my house to get me to take me, guess where? To my house. What? How did that happen? I do not even know. So now I'm canceling it. It won't let me cancel. It looked like the man is halfway to my fucking house. I'm like, But why would he be? He doesn't see that the pickup and drop off is in the same place. I don't even know how that happened. I genuinely didn't do that. This is how I know it was a glitch happening in Uber. Because after I canceled it, it finally cancels. It said, we have to charge you a small fee because you canceled it. Whatever, bitch. I just want to go home. I keep trying to redo the Uber, but every time I put in one address, it takes out the other address. So now there's a glitch. So now I finally get it, but it won't go. I got both addresses in, but it won't do. It won't go. It is stuck. So I said, I can't do this because I need some help. My whole face is numb. You know what I mean? I'm hungry as fuck. Please help. I call my daughter. She's in a whole different state. I call my daughter. I said, you have to call me an Uber because the Uber, I don't know if it's my service. She's having the same fucking problem. She's like, Ma, it won't do it. I don't understand. Like, why is not allowing me to schedule this? Like, it'll show both addresses, but it won't go to it. I said, it's a fucking glitch. What is going on with Uber service today? So as I'm going back to my phone, looking at it, doing it, it keeps saying can't connect to this network, the Uber network. So she's having an issue. I'm having an issue. So then I had already told my friend, like, don't worry about it. I'm going to get an Uber. Y'all go and have fun. Let the babies play. I'm okay. I'm going to get home. I'm not far from my house anyway, So her text had came through and said, just give me the address. And I called her. I'm like, did you send me this just now? Or is this an old text? She said it was an old text, but give me the address. I'm coming to get you. You know what I mean? Because you need to get your tooth pulled. You need to go home. I said, absolutely not. Stay where you at. And that's where this black lady came out. I said, ma'am, can I give you $20 to take me right up the street to my house? She said, let me call my husband because he was in there getting his tooth pulled. And they had been there for hours. So she called him. He said it was fine, because she said she's a passenger princess. She don't usually drive. He drives her everywhere. So I cashed out her $20, and she took me up to my house. And I was like, good grief, Charlie Brown. This shit was crazy. Oh, it was crazy. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck. So I've been on my couch laid down for hours, not even in and out of sleep, just laid there. Like I was watching Love and Murder. I'm still on part 2. The Atlanta Playboy with Taye Diggs and his girlfriend April. So I was just watching that, and then I was on part 2. And I had talked to Aubrey, and people always send me stuff. So someone has sent me this video and said, I'm sorry to send you this on your private number, but you got to look at this. And I'm like, well, let me just check it out, So I'm reading what the caption says on the video. It says, she's looking for a man, but she says, listen to what she says about a celebrity and her baby being taken. So I watched, it's 38 minutes long. I watched the entire scene. People are so vile. They're in the comments, talking shit about this lady. Mental health is real. Like, why the fuck would Sandra Bullock need this woman? First of all, I believe every word this woman said. Every word she said, I believe it. This lady gave birth to a set of twins that are 15, and one was taken out the hospital at birth. She said she didn't know she was pregnant at all, nonetheless pregnant with twins. She said she kept going back and forth to the doctor, and they kept, you seen it too, they kept telling her she wasn't pregnant. She's passing out. She doesn't know what's going on with herself. She said she, had been thrown up, but they was telling her she wasn't pregnant. She kept taking pregnancy tests. They told her she wasn't pregnant. Right, got it. And so she said, she had went and cooked for the Pope. She said, this is all documented. People had agreed in the comment section that it is documented. She said while she had met the Pope and cooked for the Pope, she passed out. She thought she was dying. She said when she woke back up, the Pope was still standing over her, looking at her, asked her, was she okay? She said, no, I feel like I'm dying. Something is wrong. That was April 17th. She said they rushed her to the hospital, gave her a sonogram. She saw then 2 babies on the screen. And she said she looked at the nurse and said, y'all told me I couldn't have no kids after my first baby. Her oldest is 30. Her next are 15, the set of twins. She said as they're wheeling her into this hospital, she sees cameras and everything. And the white lady that's in the hospital is Sandra Bullock, the actress. She says it's documented that she was there, but nobody will tell you why she was there. She says she gave birth to a set of twins. And when one came out, the doctor she thought was taking it over to get it weighed and all this other shit, he left out the door with the baby. Baby never to return. She said she's trying to get up off the table because the doctor just walked out with her fucking baby. And so they're pushing her down saying, you're not done. And so they pull out the other baby. That's the baby that she has in her house. They're identical twins. She said Sandra Bullock named that baby Louis Bullock. And he is identical to her son. She says she has been fighting for 15 years for her son. She says the nurse or doctor practitioner or whatever, the female, Dr. Lillian something reached out to her and was telling her, I lied to you. This is what really happened. She gave her documents and sonograms of her pregnancy. She was going to give her, okay, or she gave to her, or she was going to give to her, whatever she said. I can't remember. She says the day they were supposed to meet, the next day, they found her dead in her home. One of the other nurses mysteriously died the same night after she gave birth. She said they've tried to kill her several times. Meanwhile, people are in the comments saying she's mentally insane. She don't need a fucking man. She needs therapy. This was on the one chick's platform named Kendra. It's a dating show. But she was explaining how many kids she has and things like that. And she says that all of this shit is documented. She says she has proof and documents. She kept saying, go to my Instagram. She says her house has been broken into several times. Only thing that was stolen was the twins who she has birth certificate and different doctor's records and things like that. She says, why not everybody's shit? Why just his? She said she paid for her son's pictures, both of them. Only one, because she has other children. The twins' pictures ended up in California. She says she's driven all the way to her mansion, Sandra's mansion in New Orleans, to confront her. And she felt like that The Blind Side was about her, actually adopting this son. She says that Sandra keeps saying that her son Louis is 13 when in reality he's 15 years old, which is a 2-year difference. Basically trying to say that she got him when he was like 2. So people are like, why is so many kids in Africa? Why would she need her son? Nobody has done the research though. I've not done the research. But how can you just say that someone is crazy? She said, if that's the case, I've said this woman's name for 15 years. Why she ain't never sued me? Because she can't. She knows that it's coming. She says, that's why she admitted to certain things on the Red Table Talk. Okay. Everybody dumb, right? So she said she was on the Red Table Talk with Jada. And she said that she wrote Louis a letter because she feels like basically the walls are closing in on her, and she knows she's going to have to give him some kind of truth at some point, but she hasn't given him the letter because she's afraid to give it to him. So Kendra pulled up a picture of Sandra holding this baby. And she said, "Are you saying that this is your son?" She said, "That is my son. He's identical brother, lives with me. If you go to my Instagram," that's what she kept saying, "go to my Instagram. Look at it. Do your research." She started talking about how the lady, Sandra, stole the pictures of her son. They ended up in California, and where the same pictures that she paid for, that she has, that ended up coming back, Sandra's son has pictures of the same. She got his hair cut, the glasses, like she's almost like she's still allowing him to be a twin from a distance. They like, this shit is not math, and the math ain't math. And like, this shit is stupid. Like, this lady, y'all entertain. Like, this is why they can do the shit that they do. Because you don't believe it. You're doubting it. I guess allegedly, Selena Gomez didn't leave Chicago with Kanika Jenkins' kidneys either. Allegedly. But as long as you don't believe the shit, they can keep doing it. This woman is telling you to do your research. She's telling you all this shit is documented. Has anybody even checked to see if the doctor was actually found dead in her house? How would this lady know that? You know what they said? It's nothing to go on the internet and research different things and find information and put it together to say it's your story. What? This lady got a 10-year-old son that's autistic. She got a 3-year-old little girl. People don't believe shit. I was on Instagram or something last night. No, I was on, it's something popped up. Yeah, I think it was Hollywood Unlocked or the Shade Room or something. And it said, "Do you know who this woman is?" It was a picture of Giselle from Potomac, right? And the girl, her name is Cam. She said it was Giselle back in the day when she was in the sorority, and her line sisters was kind of behind her. The girl said, "Not my mom in the background." They went in on this chick, right? Girl, why would you be on her fucking line like that? You know, motherfucking well, your mama ain't in this picture. Girl, why would you lie? Cam, you know your mama ain't in that picture, girl. Why would you lie? She said, "I'm not lying. Go to my Instagram. Go to my story." So whatever the proof she pulled up showed that she kept saying, "My mom and Giselle were soror. They were line sisters. My mom went to college with her in Hampton." They called this girl all kind of motherfucking liars until she pulled that shit up. And you know what happened? Nobody came back in to apologize. Everybody got quiet. Disappeared out the chat, the comments. They were going back and forth for a good minute until she proved her point. So I go to the girl's Instagram because I'm trying to see it myself. Because I already believed it. Because why would she lie? People do lie, but why would she? Now, whatever she had put up there, I guess it was in her story. So the story had already, released whatever it was. But I go to her page. The girl is an accomplished singer, songwriter, model. She's written songs for TV shows. Like, people are so fucking stupid, bro. She's beautiful. She's currently pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She's an accomplished songwriter and musician. Somebody said, "Oh, her mama been the truth." So somebody actually knew her mom. Was like, "Oh, her mama been the truth. She ain't lying. Why y'all ain't saying nothing now that she done proved her fucking point?" Like, so many people were saying, "Why didn't y'all come back?" Because she proved to y'all. Y'all asked for proof. She gave it to you. I guess they had all seen it. I caught the end of this. I don't know when it was put up. I'm just like, the world has people really fucked off in their mind. And I can tell those people are the very bots that we fucking talk about. The truth is stranger than fiction. So it's like, Why don't people ever believe shit? Is it because people don't have anything going on in their motherfucking life? That you weren't able to jump off anything that you wanted to have going on, or you just never had that kind of ambition? Who would lie about their mom being in college? Giselle wasn't even known at that point. Y'all be giving people way too much credit. Her mom was sorority sisters. There were other women that were jumping in there like, yeah, her mom been the truth. Like, nobody believed this lady that said Sandra. I always wondered to know where Sandra got that little boy from. She adopted him from where? But in this class, I'm going to reveal some shit that was given to me. And JoJo, after we had talked, Spirit gave me a download. And I'm going to give you what they gave me, Joe. And I'm going to get off here. I ain't going to be on here too long. Child, I wish I had something for pain. I do not. She was like, take some ibuprofen. Bitch, where I get them from? Is you giving me some ibuprofen? Because, bitch, where I got them at? You asked me when I got in here, had I been taking anything? I told you I've been taking goody powders. I was actually pouring the powder on my tooth. First, I would line it with the Orajel, then I pour it on there. Shit, bitch, I'm trying to help. You ain't gave me no motherfucking ibuprofen, bitch. Where I got them from? The fuck? I got a headache so bad right now. So, JoJo, this is what they said to me about Dionite. When I watched back the other day, the Gaden and Gideon class, Gidan, Gaden and Gidan, I heard myself say that I thought that Squipalish was Yemoje, Yemaya, and she isn't. It's Dionite, and I've said that before, but I never realized that I had said that because I was just, in class. I'm just trying to get it together. So I've also taught that Dionite because of your dream, So as I finished talking to JoJo about his dream, Soul and Spirit began to speak to me about Dionite, which is also Yemoya or Yemaya. Her song played the other day as I was leaving. I was driving. I was in a state. I ain't gonna tell you what state I was in, but I was in a state. And as I was leaving, the song started playing because I'd be sometimes listening to Oya Oya Oya. The Orisha songs, right? I listen to Oshun or Ogun, and I listen to those. But this was like the second time maybe that I've ever heard the Yemoya song. Might be the second time, might be the first. I can't remember, but it played. And so as I was leaving, the song was playing, and now I realize why Spirit says that she is. Now I realize why. And then I said, Spirit says that Dionite, and we've already had a Dionite class, but Spirit says that Dionite is an awesome deity, intra being to have work with you. It's almost like if she wants to work with you, you are being worked with an energy, because that's what they are. They're energies that lie within us in the perimeters. I'm not getting into that. But she's an energy that you would be blissful to have work with you. And that she is an oracle. And that she is unmatched. She is unmatched in her abilities as an oracle and her precision. And she is of the water. And so they are basically saying that, of course, she is a water deity, but she is like, she uses water to her magnificence. Okay. It's like she scries with the water, JoJo. To be able to see things, to give you like to be the oracle in the water. She scries with the water in a sense. Um, and so I believe, JoJo, that maybe you need to also work with water, is what I'm saying to you. Okay. Um, our connection into the soul and spirit is the water, of course. They keep saying she's unmatched in her abilities and that we think too small when we think of her and her abilities. She is over wisdom. How Squipalish and Davian Knight would be over imagination, creativity, fantasy, and Baphomet Bafindi is over emotion and different things like that. Dionite is over wisdom. Shoshone is over remembrance and brain activity and being able to remember things. And Dionite is over wisdom. Okay. So um she is an oracle of wisdom that works within the waters. So I would say that you need to get to the water, JoJo. And that's why they were giving you all of the books in the dream, because she's over wisdom and knowledge. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you that. So because soon as we hung up, Spirit was like, and I'm like, greetings, Yehuda. Um, and so he gave me that, and I wanted to make sure that I gave it to you to hopefully make some more things make sense to you. Mm. Child, they supposed to be on their way to come and pick me up so I can take them back home. I honestly just really wish they would just keep my car till tomorrow. Because I don't want to. I want to make some broth soup and just lay back down. I don't want to go nowhere. But um gratitude, guided gratitude. So make sure that y'all get this class, because this class is going to, there's Tariq Nasheed and all of them, they've done The Secret, right? I don't know if you've ever seen The Secret, but this class is called The Spirit Dome. I'm going to, I don't even want to say a secret, but it is a secret because you don't even know. Because if you knew, like they give you all of these different things to do to manifest and to bring forth this and bring forth that. And there were so many questions in specific movies that they give you the question, but they don't necessarily give you the answer to it. And it is my divine reverence into the soul and spirit that I'm going to give you some answers that maybe will make it. No, I'm not going to file a complaint. I'm just never going to go back there again. That will make it make sense for you, that it's going to make some of the rituals that we do make sense. And I got to be honest with you, this was new for me. Even though sometimes they give me things and they tell me and they download, I will deliver it and give it, and people will shoot that shit back like, you remember it? Because this makes sense. And I'm like, wait, what? I will have to go back, because when I'm in transmission, I be in sometimes in a trance of giving the information and I don't retain it. And so when it is like this, when I actually need it, and they give it to me and I am able to use it in that moment and see it work, that's when I do things. And I come and I give it. A lot of times I'll give it. If they give it to me to tell you to give it to you, I will do that. And then y'all will bring it back to me and say, bitch, this shit work. And I'm like, I know, because they said it would. And I may use it, and I will forget. In my human space of existence, I will forget to use the techniques and rituals. And I'll be like, bitch, what is you doing? Right. let me do this. Okay. So I will have to remember to go in and use it, you know? Mm, mm. So, okay, hold on. Okay, JoJo. Okay, gratitude. Um, you know what's so crazy? That's why I stopped taking the Adderall because I would notice when I would take the Adderall, my nose would bleed. I have it, and I said to myself, I'm gonna take it, but every time I get ready to take it, I forget to take it, and so I haven't been taking it because I noticed like 2 or 3 times when I took it, my nose started to like not a leak bleed, but if I blew my nose, I could taste it, and I blow my nose, and it's in the tissue, you know. So gratitude for that. And gratitude to who sent me that video. The lady's name is Miracle, who had the baby, the twins. Um, so also Tari, if you're on here, I couldn't see. There's somebody that's getting ready to buy the Financial Freedom Part Two. When she sends her funds, I'll send you your half. Okay. Um, but I just want to be great. It is dry in my house, yeah, and my nose, my sinuses. Listen, I could tell when I get back home because when I get back home, my allergies and shit, sinuses act up because I have to get acclimated into my environment. I really want y'all to get this class, bro, so we can really talk about some shit. And I still got other classes I got to put up as far as the intrabeans go, but we really got to get into this. I gave some of the information to Aubrey and Jose because I told them I want them to do it to see what it does for them. And they were, when I was telling it to them, they were looking at me like, huh, okay, right. Um, yeah, the class is gonna be lit. Yeah. Am I coming to New York soon? No, I'm not. I have one more stop that I'm going to make, and I'm going to make it. Let me be honest with you. I'm trying to drop at least 10 to 15 pounds before I do this last Mesthetic. This Mesthetic is going to be in California. I did not cancel that. That is the only thing that I have still planning to do as far as that is the Mesthetic that's going to be in California. So that's the only thing that I'm still trying and will be doing. I hear ginger is really good though. Coconut pulling using coconut oil as water. This lady told me, and I was so disturbed by the dentist that I didn't even. But the Uber driver who told me she would come back and get me and didn't because she didn't answer her phone until an hour or two later when I was already home. She was like, "Oh my God, I just saw this." I said, "I'm home. Gratitude." Gino, bitch, you wasn't coming to get me, fucking lying whore. But she told me to get something called um, Magic mouthwash, but it has to be prescribed. She said, as soon as you put it in your mouth and swish it around, swish it. Um, I do have peroxide though. Swish it around. The Magic mouthwash stops any pain in your mouth. Yeah, I'm invest in the clove water. I think the clove oil or whatever. I think I found it. Um, so I'm gonna get some of that clove stuff. You say I've heard of this and Dr. Tissue. Okay. Would I ever do Ohio Columbus? I mean, I'm not against it. You mean for an aesthetic? I'm not against it. You said, well, she tell you that there's an ingredient magic mouthwash that's prescription. That's why she said I need to ask the dentist to give me a prescription for it. But the dentist, he had me so far gone. I didn't want to ask him shit. And I didn't really get a chance to. I was just trying to get this motherfucker to pull this tooth because this shit had me delirious with anger. You couldn't have been waiting for North Carolina because we did North Carolina like 2.5, 3 months ago. So you ain't not been waiting because we already did North Carolina. We did North Carolina and South Carolina. The Maesthetic was in North Carolina and the group reading was in South Carolina. Gratitude, Tiffany. Where was your antennas? I do not know. We did the Maesthetic in North Carolina, and then we did the group reading in South Carolina. Some clove oil on some gauze. I wish I had some right now, Tony, but I don't, and it's so late. Okay. Okay. My peoples is here, so I'm gonna go, y'all. I'll reach back out tomorrow. I should be having tracking numbers for some of the people for the people for their tarot cards tomorrow. I have some readings for tomorrow. And it depends on how I'm feeling about coming on doing a few readings online, okay? Because I miss it. Yehuda misses it. I will be attempting to get the horoscopes done Tuesday. So it'll either be Tuesday or Wednesday, most likely Wednesday, because I don't I try to keep that day free from scheduled appointments because it is I'm about to say Walk with Crime Day. No, it ain't. It's let's have the conversation. Okay. So I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? I love you. Gratitude. The cards come through. Got it. Gratitude. Yeah, get y'all tarot deck from me. Y'all will love them. I love them. I love them. Gratitude. Peace.